Trump promised America a manufacturing boom. So one senator walked into a Senate hearing room, sat across from the Treasury Secretary, and asked one simple question. Has there been a manufacturing boom? The answer he got told Americans everything they need to know about the state of Trump's economic promises. Today, we're breaking down the explosive exchange between Senator Reverend Raphael Warnock and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, and what the real numbers say about working Americans. Let's get into it. To understand why this hearing became such a flashpoint, let's go back to September 2024. At a campaign rally in Georgia, Senator Warnock's home state, Donald Trump made a direct promise to American workers. He said, and I quote, "We're going to have a manufacturing boom." Trump's pitch to voters was clear. His tariff policy would bring factories back to America, create good-paying jobs, and restore American manufacturing dominance. It was one of the central economic promises of his entire campaign. Fast forward to February 2026, more than 1 year into Trump's second term. The Senate Banking Committee called Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent to testify and answer for the administration's economic record. Scott Bessent is a South Carolina billionaire, hedge fund manager, and one of Trump's biggest political donors. Trump nominated him to lead the U.S. Department of Treasury, the agency responsible for managing the nation's finances and overseeing economic policy. He was confirmed and took the role at the start of Trump's second term. As Treasury Secretary, Bessent is the chief defender of the administration's economic policies, including the controversial tariffs that Trump has imposed on goods from countries around the world. And at this February hearing, Senator Warnock had the numbers, and he wanted answers. Senator Warnock opened his questioning by going straight to the core promise. He reminded Bessent of Trump's exact words at that Georgia rally, and then asked one direct, simple question. Bessent's answer, he said, and this is a direct quote, "Intentions and groundbreakings, not jobs, not growth, not a boom." Warnock was not satisfied. He moved to the hard numbers. He referenced a Wall Street Journal article published just days before the hearing, titled, "U.S. Manufacturing is in Retreat, and Trump's tariffs aren't helping." Then he asked Bessent a direct question. Do you know how many manufacturing jobs the United States has lost since Liberation Day, the day in April 2025, when Trump first launched his sweeping tariffs? Bessent confirmed the number himself. The answer was 72,000 manufacturing jobs lost. Not gained, lost. American manufacturers shed workers every single month for 8 straight months after Trump unveiled his tariffs. Warnock drove that point home powerfully. He said, then Warnock raised the issue of small businesses, the backbone of American communities. He pointed out that large corporations with access to the president can negotiate deals, get exemptions, and protect themselves from the worst of the tariffs. But small businesses don't have that luxury. He asked Bessent directly. Bessent's response? He pointed to small business confidence surveys being up and cited the administration's One Big Beautiful bill, which he said would provide full expensing for equipment, factories, and agricultural structures. Warnock was direct in his pushback. He told Bessent, "They are telling us it's more expensive to make basic things. We are moving in the wrong direction. The president lies often, but the facts don't lie." Warnock then asked the pointed closing question of the exchange. Will we see something different a year from now? Bessent replied that yes, a manufacturing boom is coming. He said he had just visited South Carolina, Senator Tim Scott's home state, and claimed he was seeing a boom beginning there. He added, "I believe Georgia has very good pro-business policies." Let's put the key facts on the table so you have the full picture. Fact 1. The U.S. economy added only 50,000 jobs per month in 2025. That is a staggering 70% decline from 2024, when monthly job gains averaged 168,000 under the Biden administration. Fact 2. The United States has lost 72,000 manufacturing jobs since Liberation Day in April 2025, according to data from the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis. That loss happened across 8 consecutive months. Fact 3. Since Trump took office in 2025, his trade and tariff policies have cost the average Georgia family an extra $1,700 per year in higher prices on household essentials, groceries, electricity, and basic goods. Fact 4. The Wall Street Journal's headline on this story read, "U.S. manufacturing is in retreat and Trump's tariffs aren't helping." This was not a left-wing publication. This is one of the most respected financial newspapers in America. Fact 5. Senator Warnock serves as ranking member of the Senate Finance Subcommittee on Trade, Customs, and Global Competitiveness, meaning he has direct oversight jurisdiction over these exact federal trade policies. As always, let's look at both sides fairly. Democrats argue the data is clear. Manufacturing jobs are down. Overall job creation has dropped by 70%. Costs for American families are rising. They say Trump's tariff policy has delivered chaos, not a boom, and that small businesses are being crushed while large corporations with White House access get protection. Republicans and the Trump administration counter that the manufacturing boom is still coming. Bessent argued that factory groundbreakings, investment intentions, and trillions of dollars in announced foreign investment are laying the foundation for long-term growth. They point to small business confidence surveys trending upward and argue that the One Big Beautiful Bill will unlock major manufacturing investment once passed. The central disagreement boils down to this. Democrats say, look at the results we have right now. Republicans say, wait, the results are coming. This is not just a political argument between senators and cabinet officials. This is about your job, your grocery bill, your family's financial future. When a president makes a specific economic promise, a manufacturing boom, and 1 year later 72,000 manufacturing jobs have been lost, American workers deserve a straight answer on what happened and what comes next. The tariff debate affects every consumer in America. When businesses pay more to import materials, those costs are passed on to you at the register. When small businesses can't compete or plan ahead because of unpredictable trade policy, they lay people off. When job growth drops 70% in a single year, real families feel that pain. Senator Warnock said it plainly in that hearing room. The president may say many things, but the facts belong to the American people. And right now, the facts say 72,000 manufacturing jobs are gone.